Good morning. Welcome to Divas Dialogue. It's Monday morning, bright and early, and I'm getting ready to go to the gym, but I want to share a few things before I leave out. If you haven't been following me, I started last Monday on a journey to lose 20 pounds by June. I've been following the low carb way of eating, and over the weekend I had a few people request that I share what low carbing is all about. First of all, if you haven't been following me, I started at 225 pounds. Over the weekend, I was super excited because I had a pair of jeans that I tried on 2 weeks ago that I couldn't pull up over my thighs. And I actually got those jeans on, pulled them all the way up, fastened, and still had room in the waist. So I'm so excited about the goals that I'll accomplish for this week. But to answer the question that people ask about low carb eating, when I used to diet before, I always followed the low fat diet, which was it had high carbs. I would eat things like yogurt and fruit and stuff like that. But with low carbing, it's just the opposite. And the concept is you eat things that are low carb, and which your body usually uses for fuel, for your energy or whatever. And if there isn't enough carbs in your body starts to burn your fat for fuel. And that's how people lose weight with this way of eating. To get started, I would say get you some measuring cups and measuring. I have bowls and all kinds of things because I find that is very helpful. The type of food that we can eat consists of mostly meat. Meats have zero carbs, so you can have most of the meats that most people eat: the chicken, turkey, fish, beef, and pork. Most of those have zero carbs, with the exception of, I think, salmon or something like that, and other types of fish. Eggs are zero carbs, so you can eat eggs. And then when it comes to fruit, that's where it gets tricky, because you would think that you would be able to eat fruit, but fruit is very high in carbs. I know when I did my research that bananas, oranges, apples, all of that contains mostly 26 grams of carbs. So the type of fruit that we can have on this diet are the berries: cranberries, raspberries, strawberries. And as far as vegetables, I like to eat broccoli, cabbage, green beans, and a few other vegetables. I always was a peas person, but I bought out a can of peas, and I also have corn. And the peas actually have, for just a half of cup, it contains 13 grams of carbs and 4 grams of dietary fiber. And when I explained last week, you would deduct the dietary fiber from the total carbs, and that would take 4 from 13. And so for half a cup of peas, that's 9 grams of carbs. And the same for corn. Corn is 20 grams, so it's only 1 gram of dietary fiber. So you have 19 grams of carbs just for a half of cup of corn. These are my best friends. I use the 1/4 cup for my shredded cheese, which we can have, and I measure my vegetables with the 1 cup, and I find that that's very helpful. As far as desserts and stuff like that, you have to be creative. I noticed that the only thing that's really available are things that are low in sugar. So I eat a lot of sugar-free Jello, which has zero carbs. You can eat peanut butter. It's not zero carbs, but it depends upon how much you eat. I know 2 tablespoons, which is the general measurement, is 200 calories, and it has 4, let me check it out real quick because I don't want to give any wrong information. It actually has 7 carbs and 2 grams of dietary fiber, so that's 5 grams of carbs. I love it, and when I started, it was a little confusing because you do have to measure everything, and you really don't want to, have to do that. It's time consuming, but within a couple of days, I had it down packed, and it's best to just keep your meals simple. Have your meats and your vegetables. You can eat the deviled eggs if you want as a side, since you can't have the rice and potatoes and stuff like that. But keep your meal simple, because I know when I do things like stir fry, when you put it into your fitness pal, you have to break everything down. So if you have a stir fry that contains chicken and broccoli, onions, green peppers and carrots and all of that, you have to break all of that down, how much you used, and it really becomes a little hectic. So just keep your meal simple. Have your meats, have your vegetables, and your eggs or whatever. For breakfast, you can have your bacon and your eggs, and that's 0 carbs. So I mean, you can pretty much eat as much as you want. With this way of eating, they don't really count calories. It's just all about the carbs. So it's helpful, and I noticed that a lot of people lose weight. There are a lot of Facebook groups. The one that I belong to is called Low Carb Eating. There's another one called the 90-Day Challenge, 90-Day Low Fat Challenge, low Carb Challenge, I mean. And so you can join those groups, and people give recipes and different things that they do to help them. I mean, I'm not an expert on the topic, but I started back in like October, November. So I have become accustomed to what I need to do as far as the way of eating, and I'm going to continue it. And hopefully I'll meet my goal by June, and be the size that I want to be and weigh what I want to weigh. So I'm being optimistic. So I'm going to go out and head to the gym, and I'll talk to you later. If you haven't already done so, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can follow me as I go on my journey to losing 20 pounds. Until I talk to you again, bye-bye.